Jason's almost 12 foot. This one here, this guy here is one of our older males. He's been here over 30 years. He's just under 13 feet long. He's about 12 feet, 8 inches. We haven't measured him in a while, but he's a big boy. Even for a big fella like that, how much do you think he eats in 1 week? A lot of people always say like 50 pounds of meat or 80 pounds of meat. Try 10 pounds of meat. And that's it. Now these guys are cold-blooded animals, so they don't eat a lot. We eat a lot as warm-blooded mammals. You have to maintain that 98.6 degree furnace. So, but when you're a cold-blooded animal, and where do you get your heat from? The sun? You don't have to eat as much. So, about the size of a turtle. A couple turtles a week is enough to keep the alligator satisfied. Now, don't worry about this guy, he's safe. But I'm not talking about in the wild. Turtles is part of the alligator's main diet. About the size of this turtle there is about 4 pounds, maybe 5 pounds. So this, I always explain that just as a concept. Something about that big twice a week is enough to satisfy the alligator. Now, these are zoo gators. They're very picky eaters, lazy, but meaning the zookeepers feed them, so it's very rare that they go after the wild turtles. It's been about 10 years since I saw a turtle get eaten, so he's relatively safe. But if the alligator wanted to, anything that falls in this water here is fair game. But as an idea, how much an alligator eats, about 10 pounds of food a week is enough to keep us satisfied. Now, would an alligator eat anything bigger? We have wild deer down here, we have wild pigs. Pretty rare that an alligator would come across something that large, deer and pigs in the water. Usually the only time they would come across them if it's a drowned animal. One of the benefits of having gators, what are they good for? They're kind of like vultures of the waterway. So we get a really bad hurricane or a tropical storm like we already did recently, we get a lot of flooding, we get some drowned animals. So if an alligator came across a drowned deer or a drowned pig, it would take the opportunity to snack on that and like tuck it under a log and eat at it for a while, but it'll take them a long time. But that's one of the benefits of having gators. If there's any dead carrion in the water, before it starts to rot and pollute the water, they'll consume on it before it sends out bacteria and toxins in the water, which is good for us as humans. Because most of our rivers and lakes down here is our tap water, our drinking water. So the alligator is basically a pre-filter. Another benefit of having gators, without gators, they're the top predator in their environment. Without gators, believe it or not, the fish and the turtle population will just explode to the point where they can actually consume all the oxygen in the water. We have an invasive species of fish down here called tilapia. And if they breed so much in a pond or lake, they'll just suck all the oxygen out. So the alligators do have a big part where they keep the turtles and the fish in check. Now, I said earlier, the alligators rarely go after turtles or anything wild in here. It's because we feed them and we give our guys a diet. 3 different things: chicken, fish, and a sausage. And chicken is the same type of chicken you get in the grocery store. Fish, these guys hang out in freshwater, so we give them freshwater fish, like either mullet or a trout. And then in the zoo kitchen, we'll make up this sausage. We'll grind up some red meat. And then it's a handy, we also buy this commercial alligator biscuit. We'll grind that up also.